Hello, I am Calvin Brown, and this is my presentation on tort liability in EDL 850 School Law. Tort liability occurs when someone causes harm to another because of negligence. The injured person can sue in civil court and ask for money because of a loss. Here are a few types of liabilities: trespass, battery, malicious prosecution, assault, fraud, defamation, false imprisonment, deceit, fraudulent misrepresentation, negligence. The most common type that occurs on school campuses is negligence, assault, and battery. An example of negligence would be a teacher leaving a classroom or playground area. The children are then unsupervised and an accident occurs where someone gets injured. Okay, let's look at case number 1, Rowland versus Concordia Parish School Board, 1982. The first case in this case is out of Louisiana. This case occurred in 1982. A fourth grade student was playing on a merry-go-round during recess. The substitute teacher warned the students, they were going too fast. The child fell off the merry-go-round and broke her arm. Because the substitute teacher did not go and check to see if the students had slowed down on the merry-go-round, the school was held responsible, and the court awarded the child's parents $5,000 in damages. Now, the best way to prevent this type of accident is to supervise and monitor students at all times, because when you least expect it, something will happen. Now, reactive measures, you revisit the teacher's supervision policy, remind students about playground safety and the rules, encourage teachers to substitute teachers to be attentive of what children are doing. Proactive measures, train teachers, substitutes about playground and classroom supervision. Place a rubber clips under the playground equipment to cushion ground. Professional ethics benefits, better supervision by teachers. Okay, let's look at case number 2, TF versus Anchorage School District. This case happened in 2004. This case where a 14-year-old student who was being bullied attempted to hang himself. He was brain damaged as a result of the attempted hanging. The student tried to commit suicide because he was being bullied by another student. They pushed him down in the hallway, threw in trash, and assaulted him in the bathroom. The bullying was reported to the school officials, and they told him basically to get over it. The school was held liable, and the student, TF, was awarded $4.5 million. Okay, let's look at the reactive measures. Remind students of bullying rules and the consequences. Encourage students to report bullying to the school. Have counselors conduct sessions with students about bullying and the effects of it. Proactive measures. Conduct professional development on bullying policies with all district employees. Mandatory reporting of bullying by all students and staff. School board and the district officials institute stricter bullying policies. Professional ethics measures. Supervision of students. Take bullying seriously. Teachers must supervise students, and school officials must take bullying seriously and investigate the claims when reported. Okay, let's look at case number 3. Involved a racial issue at a high school. The suit was heard in court in 2011, but since 2007, white students participated in Rigor and Waxter Day. This is the day when white students dress up and speak all day like stereotypical blacks. Waxter Day was when white students posed as gangster rappers, wore baggy pants, and do-rags on their heads. School officials failed to take action and address the conduct of the white students. A class action suit was filed, and the students were awarded $90,000. Okay, let's look at the reactive measures. Revisit policies on racial discrimination. Provide damaged students with counseling. Provide white students with sensitivity training. Proactive measures, mandatory training for school and district staff on racial sensitivity. Offer cultural appreciation classes in the district. District put in place harsh consequences for racial harassment and discrimination. The professional ethics measure. Value all students. Duty to monitor all students' related activities. And empathy for all students. Okay, here's case number 4, Gray versus Daytona County School District number 1 in 2011. A second grade girl was verbally and physically harassed by a male classmate who was always hitting other students. He forced his little girl to look at his underwear. He punched her in the face, threw rocks at her, and pushed her into the monkey bars. The little girl suffered emotional distress and physical harassment. School was found liable because they did not switch the little boy out of that class. The little girl was awarded $60,000. Okay, let's look at the reactive and proactive and the professional ethics of case number 4. Revisit policies on harassment. Meet with both students' parents. Provide damaged student with counseling. Proactive, mandatory training for school and district staff on safeguard for students. Provide counseling for all students who display aggression. Staff monitor students and isolate those students who are aggressive. Professional ethics measure, monitor students, training for teachers to respond to aggressive students. Okay, let's look at case number 5, Graff versus Brundell. This court case occurred in 2011 after a student perpetrated repeatedly harassed Graff in the boys' locker room before and after gym class. Unfortunately, one day the monitor, the principal assigned to the locker room, did not come to school, and the bully assaulted Graff, causing him to suffer a concussion, damage to his cochlear implant, and to become deaf in one ear. Parents had complained to the school officials on several occasions and had been to court to obtain a court order about the harassment. Kraft was awarded $87,500. Okay, so let's look at the reactive measures, proactive measures, and professional ethic measures. Students who assault should be removed from the school. Court should address the court order that was ignored. Schools should investigate why the monitor was not present and a replacement assigned. Principal and the counselor should be reprimanded. Proactive measures provide support services for students who report bullying, school-wide anti-bullying campaign, counseling for students who are bullied and those who bully, revised bullying procedures for reporting and consequences, professional ethic measures, staff monitor and report bullying to administration, report students who report bullying by responding and assisting them. The best approach to avoiding tort liability is to monitor, supervise students, take threats made by students seriously, communicate to students inappropriate acts will not be tolerated, train staff look for students who are aggressive, depressed, etc., conduct a school-wide safety check periodically, model for students proper interaction, communicate to parents the need to keep all students safe, express empathy for all students. Thank you so much for viewing my slide presentation on tort liability for EDL 850 School Law. I hope it was as interesting for you as it was for me. Goodbye.